You're now on your way to the ER.
No, not that one. Sorry.
It's time for the Entertainment Report.
Oh, I get it. The ER Entertainment Report. Genius.
You're now in the ER with Nick B. He'll cover Hollywood like only he can. Now, here's Nick B.
You're in the ER for Monday, May 11th, 2026. Let's go. So we mentioned on the last show, Friday, May 8th, 2026, if you want to go back and give it a listen, that UFO and alien info was due to be released any day now. And true to form, it was all dropped on a Friday. Isn't it funny? All the so-called important information always drops on a Friday. The Epstein files dropped on a Friday. The peace deal with Iran news drops every other Friday now. Then by Monday, it's usually changed. Well, now they dropped a whole bunch of UFO alien news that was meant to show us that aliens are real. But if you're hoping for the little green men from the old school movies and comics, and you're kind of out of luck. Much of what I've seen posted throughout the internet is, for lack of a better term, depressing. I mean, I trust the Warren Commission or the 9/11 Commission more than this shit, and I think both of those are crocs of shit. All I've seen is specks of light moving, and this is what they wanted religious leaders to be aware of? See, I think they're giving us things that are alien, meaning strange, and not alien like space and little green men. See, we all have alien to mean a space being, and while it does mean that, I think the government never intended to give us anything like that. This was a big waste. Video was shaky, video was grainy, and bad as hell, and I've seen clearer images from a Leapfrog tablet from 2002. It now has, of course, driven the conspiracy nuts crazy as to why it's really going on and why it was released now. I know we try not to talk politics on this podcast. God knows there are plenty of podcasts out there that handle that, and I do enough of it on my other show, Nick's Take, with new episodes returning soon. But we gotta talk about the Los Angeles mayor's race. If you're unfamiliar, Karen Bass is the current mayor, and there are a few people not too happy with her and how she was out of the country and basically unreachable during one of the worst fires in LA history, with her own fire chief saying she didn't know the mayor was out of the country. Well, former reality TV star Spencer Pratt is running for the mayor of Los Angeles and has been pushing the fact that Bass failed horribly during the Palisades fire, which destroyed people's homes, including Pratt's. CBS News, showing its ever left-leaning views, decided to run a hit piece, as Pratt called it, against him, where they allegedly edited the interview with him. Pratt fired back, saying he'd never speak a word to CBS for the entire time he's mayor of LA. Bold statement, but it seems to have worked because CBS released the full interview shortly after. I'm telling you, if you want a good laugh, check out this race. They tried to call Spencer Pratt MAGA. He himself said he's not, and even compared himself to Barack Obama. Yep. So serial child creator Nick Cannon had his accountant allegedly steal $2 million and then fled to Africa. The worst part is the firm the accountant worked for had been representing and working with Nick for over 20 years. The feds just hit Nick's former accountant Frank Musselk with 5 counts of wire fraud and 3 counts of tax evasion. I'll say what we're all thinking. How the hell can Nick Cannon just forget about $2 million like it's just $5 or something? You know? Who knew he had it like that? The entertainer David, that spells his name worse than a toddler for artistic value, now has his fans saying, yeah, we might should have known he might one day be accused of murder. Not that his biggest song, Romantic Homicide, was any clue. No, that wasn't it. But the fact that he held a pop-up event and concert that featured a coffin and a book to write in a memory book, that's what made people look back and say, yeah, maybe he did it. That event, coincidentally, or not, depending on how you want to look at it, was held on the same day authorities allege he cut up the body of his rumored girlfriend, Celeste Hernandez, who he had already murdered, allegedly. Don't come at me over artistic liberty. I get that, but I mean, come on, dude. It was predicted a few years ago that after countless albums and nominations and losses for Album of the Year, that Beyonce would move to take over other genres to get that coveted Grammy for each genre she goes into. And she did when her husband paid. I mean, the committee picked her album for Cowboy Carter under the country genre, beating out Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter, who were in the pop category. Well, now she is reportedly getting ready to release a rock album to do a repeat. The joke's on her. The albums that they nominate for the category that they call rock, no real rock lover considers them rock. Like the old saying goes, money can't buy you happiness, but apparently it can buy you a Grammy, allegedly. That's going to do it for this episode of In the ER with Nick B. To listen to other shows, subscribe to this podcast and more, visit www.nickbnation.com. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all be good.
proceeding was produced by Look Butterflies Entertainment.
All rights reserved. Unauthorized reproduction or rebroadcast in whole or in part without the express written consent of Look Butterflies Entertainment is strictly prohibited.
Check our website for shows, ways to listen, and all of our social media links.
To learn more, visit www.nickbnation.com.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Look, butterflies.